This episode of Nerdist News is sponsored by The Orville. Does the new Rick and Morty promo confirm the evil Morty theory? 2019 is off to a great start for Rick and Morty fans who were treated to a promo for the animated interdimensional show this week. And with the long wait times between seasons, these occasional vids from Adult Swim help tide things over with the fans until more episodes arrive. But also hidden within this 15-second spot might be a hint of where the show could be heading into the future. In the promo, we see a series of Ricks and Mortys in the form of different creatures and objects, a Rick shark eating a jellyfish Morty, a Rick hippo chomping down on a Morty bird, Godzilla Rick attacking a city while Mothra Morty flies away terrified, some type of Morty spacecraft orbiting a planet that a huge meteor Rick is about to pummel, and finally a black hole Rick sucking in a Morty that's either a planet or another star. Although each scene is very quick, it's clear that Rick is at the top of the food chain and poor Morty is just trying to survive until the very end, when the giant fist and eye-patched face of evil Morty disrupts the typical Rick and Morty dynamic. Now, while the new promos seem to be pretty standard fare from Adult Swim, which regularly drops random Rick and Morty content between seasons, this particular video is fueling speculation that not only is a Season 4 release date announcement around the corner, but that evil Morty will probably play a major part in the upcoming season. If you need a quick reminder, evil Morty is the eye-patch-wearing version of Morty who is unlike any other Morty we've seen on the show. He's cold, calculating, calm, and super evil. As we saw in Season 1, Episode 10, Close Rick Counters of the Rick Kind, it was evil Morty who was behind the evil Rick who'd been killing Ricks all over the galaxy. And at the end of Season 3, Episode 7, The Ricklantis Mix-Up, evil Morty assassinates much of the Council of Ricks and seizes control of the Citadel of Ricks. And during Season 3, we long suspected that the evil Morty storyline was building toward a big showdown with Rick and evil Morty. And that did seem likely, except for the fact that the season was cut down from 14 episodes to 10 to meet deadlines, a little factoid revealed by Dan Harmon in an interview with Entertainment Weekly way back in 2017. The shortened season led to the finale just being a regular episode that was finale-fied, with not enough time left to blow out the Evil Morty saga. But now that Harmon and Roiland have a huge 70-episode order from Adult Swim, there should be plenty of runway for them to get Evil Morty off of the ground. And as we saw in the latest promo, Rick's domineering of his grandson is overdue for someone more powerful to step in and attempt to put him in his place. In a previous episode of Nerdist News, we covered a fan theory from Reddit that Evil Morty was the original C-137 Morty that our Rick palled around with and helped to raise. Now, this nurturing eventually made that Morty confident and helped Morty's potential for evil to grow. This led to a rift between Rick and the original C-137 Morty, and the two parted ways. This led to original Morty, now evil eye patch Morty, forcing our Rick to find a nearly identical alternate reality where he could replace a dead Rick and step right back into another family with a nearly exact Morty. But instead of loving and nurturing him, we get the dynamic we see on the screen. We're still huge fans of the evil Morty as the original Morty theory, and we hope that whenever Season 4 drops, we'll see a return to the Citadel of Ricks and check out what diabolical deeds evil Morty has been up to and whether he is, in fact, C-137 Morty. But what do you folks think? Is the evil Morty theory still spot on? Do you think we'll have to wait much longer for Season 4? And could Mr. Poopy Butthole be the real villain behind it all? I mean, he is behind it.
Ooh-wee!
Oh, 2019! Starting off strong. Let's discuss. Thanks again to the Orville for sponsoring today's show. From the mind of Seth MacFarlane, Fox's epic space adventure series, The Orville, returns for a second season. Join Captain Ed Mercer, Commander Kelly Grayson, and the crew of the USS Orville as they continue their mission of exploration and encounter seemingly insurmountable odds without ever losing their senses of honor or humor. From making first contact with a race of never-before-seen aliens to squaring off with the warlike Krill, Season 2 is jam-packed with adventure, mystery, romance, and thoughtful sci-fi storytelling. Be sure to tune in tonight at 9/8 Central on Fox for a brand new episode of The Orville.